beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Down here for this offense. Looking at throwing here to start the drive. Pass rush closing in. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Now that's how you get a playoff game started for a defense. You come up with a huge sack like that, get this offense behind the sticks.
Second and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for this back. He tried to do everything that he could to get to the edge, but give the defense a lot of credit. They did an excellent job of containing him and eventually running him out of bounds.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looks like he's going to run it. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep the play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down, and boy, he gave him a chance.
And the Trojans will line up to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. He'll field it close to the 50. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they'll start off with a deep shot. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Tackle made after a big gain. The Volunteers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They're going to run it here. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Moves left out of the pocket. In the clear at the 25. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble now. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1. Good enough. Trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, Trojans. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. this year's high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the handoff. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score time is set.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
The ball's lining up here on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He makes the grab. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've got some great quarterbacks that have played here.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. And the Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he will be stuffed for no gain. They pass up the chip shot field goal out. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Fouls. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
On first down, it's play action. Caught on the outside. It's Sims. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense operating from the pistol. Tailback with another carry. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's looking deep here. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense getting set. It's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. Touchdown, USC. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Egregious roughing the passer call. Automatic first down. Let's hope the quarterback is okay. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out, gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Something the coach didn't like about this crucial play coming up. The Vols bring their punt team onto the field. It wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Don't let him get away with that. That's it. Good call. Good call. An obvious call.
The Volunteers will line up to boot it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the coverage team pins it in and brings it down. A little over 20 seconds left here in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Inside the 20. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Volunteers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point is missed. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And the Tennessee offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a short completion at the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. Tackle made, but a strong armed throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And the Vols will have first and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's complete downfield. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. Oh, just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Greg.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout when they check it out. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the USC offense is back out on the field. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. He flips it to the back across the middle. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's caught. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Back to throw again. Snags the quick throw.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown, SC. This offense is still clicking.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Is on for the extra point.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Offense with some pre-snap motion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And we're able to get him down. One of those critical third down plays coming up.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 28, USC 21.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Southern California. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Wow, a takeaway and a touchdown. We are all tied up with a spot in the championship game at stake.
Well, the timing of this, not just coming up with this turnover, but the defense, opportunistic awareness, and being able to turn that into a touchdown. As you said, Chris, a tie game. Now everything's in front of us. Who wants to get to the championship the most?
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
16, and the Tennessee offense will take over first and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And now the running back's got it again. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. On the run here, lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. The Volunteers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On first and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Just trying to get rid of it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick completion to the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to throw yet again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The balls are moving quickly down the field.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show me he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows me he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Volunteers will line up on first and 10. They're going to run it. Oh, what a move. Physical run earns the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. Keeping it on the ground here. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And tackled there by the defense. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on the sideline there as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
How about that? Clutch kick here for the kicker. Gives them the lead. But remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
Coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with. They go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try. He's going to take off here. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the first down. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
4th down. He's throwing for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Looking to throw it on first down. And they get the completion. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays. Time is winding down. 2nd down, looking to throw it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris.